Turn on your notification bell. You will still get those information you are looking for.
Oil in the north. Nnamdi Kanu's prophecy fulfilled. Now, let's go our separate ways. IPOB. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has been reacting to the federal government claim that they have found oil in the northern Nigeria. Of course, during the week, President Muhammadu Buhari, I think that should be last week, yes, he flagged off the commercial production of crude oil and gas from the $3 billion coal money integrated development project. This is located at the oil is located at the fields of Gombe and Bauchi. That's the coal money project with oil prospecting licenses 0809 and 810. Lies in the Gongola Basin of the Upper Benue Trough, straddling the two northern states. You see, that is Bauchi and Gombe. Now, the field, according to those who are promoting it, said it will produce about 50,000 barrels of crude oil per day and host over 1 billion barrels of crude oil reserves, shooting up Nigeria's oil reserves to over 38 billion barrels. All right, so, but the IPOB too is spokesperson. Yes, Emma Powerful. He said that, I quote him now, "We, the global movement and family of the indigenous people of Biafra, under the command and leadership of our great leader and prophet, Nnamdi Kanu, confirm the answer to the prayers of our leader concerning oil discovery in the north. In one of his landmark broadcasts on Radio Biafra, he prayed for God Almighty, Chukwu Okike Abiama, to give crude oil to the northern region of Nigeria. Northern Nigeria has large deposits of many solid minerals that are more lucrative than crude oil. But because they thirst for oil and because of their greedy nature to conquer others, they are ready to do unimaginable things because of oil in Biafra land. In his infinite wisdom, God Almighty, Eze Chukwu Okike, has settled the fraudulent contraptions, age-long problem of unity occasioned by crude oil. Crude oil discovery in the north will certainly settle this forced unity if indeed they are truthful in settling Nigeria's problem. Oil or no oil, Biafrans are not interested. All we need is a conducive environment to do our business without fear of terrorists at our borders." End of quote. So, and that is what he said. That is it. That's what Imapafu said. So this is forced unity. So Onyendu have said it, and now it has been fulfilled. That once the oil comes, the people of the Nigerian nation, talking about the Fulani oligarchs who has been holding the country down, that they will come up. Yes, and to say that it is time for Nigeria to, for people to go their separate ways. Because after all, this is the only thing holding the country together, the oil. So what IPOB is in essence is this, that the people of the north, if they are truly in need to solve the problem of Nigeria, that what they should do now is to allow people to go their separate ways. Yes, if they want to solve the problem, because the bond of unity or whatever that is bonding the country is the oil, because the oil is in the north, in the southern Nigeria. And so now the north said, look, we have gotten oil. Now it is time for people to go their separate ways if you are indeed or genuinely seeking for peace and peace, so that there won't be problems. In a country that you force people to be together, they're not benefiting anything in being that together. What is the essence? And peace is eluding. Imapafu said, now that every component part of Nigeria has oil, can we all go our separate ways and mind our own businesses? That's what he said. Can we go our separate ways and mind our own businesses? Now the oil has been discovered in every nook and cranny of the country. These people have solid minerals. They had the ones taking the one in Zamfara State. They're enjoying it alone. Look, that's part of the insecurity they have there in Zamfara State, where gold reserves have been discovered and the states have been mining this thing without the federal government going there to do it. Whereas they say whatever is in the upland or up belongs to the state, or anything that is beneath, under the ground, belongs to the federal government or the center. That is how they will make policy. They will not implement it in a section, and they go to another region to implement it. That's why Wike said, look, this VAT you're talking about, this man they called Nyesom Wike, sometimes he will do something that you begin to ask yourself. He acts so bravely, and sometimes he acts, irritably. He acts with irritably. So by this time, in this regard, as VAT, he was acting, in a brave way. Yes, calling out the federal government, look, you cannot come to River State and collect VAT. No, VAT, I will collect VAT by myself in River State. I will do that. That's what he said. You don't come and collect it. When you go to northern Nigeria, you say you don't drink beer. But when we drink beer in the southern Nigeria, you come and enjoy the VAT. Because the federal government will share it to their revenue mobilization and allocation and fiscal, policy. Yes. So that is it. Now it's time. Everybody now has this oil, the bone of contention. Can we have peace now? That's what IPOB is saying. Yes. Can we have peace? Can the northern Nigeria allow the southern Nigeria to have a bit, to have a sigh of relief, a moment of respite? Can they allow them to go their separate ways? Yes, they don't want to belong to this contraption. You don't force people together. Come, let us discuss this unity. You said no. It's sacrosanct. It's non-negotiable. It has been cast on stone because of one, commodity, crude oil. And so now you have it. It's time. We are calling on the northern Nigeria. We are calling on the Fulani oligarchs. You have gotten the oil. Several billions, over about 30 billion barrels reserve. Can you allow peace to reign in this country? Killings are too much. People are dying on a daily basis as a result of this forced unity. Hunger is killing people, taking them to daily graves as a result of this forced unity. Nothing is working in the country again. People from Nigeria, they are moving in droves outside this country. Japaring, because of this forced unity. This forced unity has caused a lot of damage, has caused a lot of trouble for the people of the country. So can we call a stop to it? Let us now know that we are not meant to be in the same country. And it is not a must that Nigeria must continue to exist. USSR is a typical example that a country can be existing, and after a while, it can now go, separately. People can now go their separate ways. It's there. It happened in Sudan not quite long ago. Yes, it happened in Sudan. So that is it. Oil has been discovered in the north. The time for this peaceful disintegration